Hey, what up guys? This is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today we'll be taking a look at the King of Artists Usopp figure by BANPRESTO. I think this figure was released about a year and a half or 2 years ago. I'm not too sure the exact date, but it's been a while, and I never really got the opportunity to get this figure when it was released. So now it's finally here. I actually got this off someone else, so I think in second hand. Yeah, and I got it because it was actually pretty. The price was actually pretty okay, and the condition of the figure itself, it's in excellent condition. It's almost brand new, just that it doesn't come with the box. Yeah, and before I go in depth into the figure, I just want to mention that this figure comes in 4 pieces. We have this supporting stand kind of thing over here, which is entirely optional, as you can see. This is one piece, and the main body itself comes in 2 parts. It connects over here, and of course we have his weapon, the Kabuto or something. Alright, so it's just 4 pieces. And also another thing I'll mention is that the design of this figure is pretty much Usopp in a battle worn situation. So around his body you can see marks like this. Sorry, just let me focus. Yeah, a lot of marks like this. You know, even on his face, on his body. It's kind of supposed to show, I think, you know, like those manga anime type of injuries. You know. So it's all over his body, and of course when you look at his pants, absolutely ripped, and you can see all the damages across different parts. Alright, and yeah, I think let's just take a quick look at the face first. The pose of this figure kind of makes it a little bit hard for me to go in as close as possible. Yeah, I think this is the max, but I think it should be alright. I think one of the things that immediately stands out is the goggles. Like I mentioned, it is like in a battle situation. It's damaged. The left side is kind of cracked. The glass is cracked, and the right side has fallen out completely. And you can see his ear muffs on either side. So that's actually his style. And in general, I think his face is pretty well done, because one look and you know it's Usopp. Like his nose, that kind of like smile, eyebrows, the thick lips. You know it's Usopp with the kind of cheeky confidence that he'll win this. And of course we have his tied up afro at the back. That is pretty decently done, pretty nicely done. Yeah, and I think the head itself is really good. It's definitely Usopp for sure. Of course, next we're gonna take a look at the body, and like I mentioned, a lot of these marks all over. See on his chest, on his arm, on this arm as well, and on the back. And other than that, the muscle definition is pretty well done, pretty nicely sculpted. Of course, over his hand here we have his kind of arm protection band, like archers have, and his weapon over here. Well, I think for the Kabuto itself, I think this is supposed to be sort of over here, but it kind of slightly bent because of the packaging when it comes along. Yeah, but if you want to fix this, I think you can use like heat, hair dryer or something, or just, you know, put something on top of it and push it back to its original straighter position. Basically, it's supposed to be like before the launch of Wild ammunition that's coming out of here, like this, over here. Alright, and yeah, we didn't talk about his back, but this is his back. It comes attached to the upper body. Some nice gold paint around, creases, and his pants. shadings where there are damages around the knee areas, as you can see. So that's some nice touch. We have the creases as well. Folds, very typical King of Artists kind of design in terms of the details that they give. And last but not least, we have his shoes, his green shoes. Yeah, so this is actually, I think that's kind of all on talk about the quality of this figure. It's pretty cool, and I want to bring out other figures so we can do a little bit of height comparison. Okay, so here I have Usopp with figures from other series, but first off, let's take a quick look at the height of Usopp first. I'm just gonna tell you the height from the bottom up to the top of his head, and it's around 30.5 cm, slightly more than 5.25 inches. Okay, so please take note that he's of course in like a squatting position, kneeling position, where he seems a little bit shorter than usual. But his scale is supposed to be a King of Artists scale, and of course here I have the Best Edition Luffy, which is on the same scale as the King of Artists, Master Stars piece, Flag Diamond Ship, Glitter and Glamours. So if you're looking for kind of like a scale comparison, this is how they will kind of look like. Alright, and I emphasize again, because this is a King of Artists scale, they're kind of supposed to match one another. Alright, doesn't really seem like it because it's kneeling, but they are. Okay, and of course at the back we have the Grandista Luffy for you guys to take a little comparison, and to the right, maybe you'll be more interested, that is the Portrait of Pirates Usopp, which I just realized I have not done a review on that too. So maybe sometime soon. Maybe this is a more fitting comparison for you guys, because they're kind of almost in similar pose. Yeah, but this Usopp is incredible as well. Okay? As a bonus, I took out all of my Usopp POPs for you guys to take a look. Here we have Soji King, and back we have the Strongboy Usopp, and the guy that I took out earlier is the Sailing Again Usopp. Okay, yeah, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of Usopp. I own 3 of his POPs. Absolutely love him. They're all really incredible. I have done a review on this guy, but not the other 2 guys yet, so maybe sometime in the future. But the Strongboy Usopp himself is incredible. It is really incredible. It's a true collector's item because of how unique it is. Yeah, and of course I've gotten a bit off topic. So for this King of Artists Usopp itself, I think that's roughly all I have to say. And the way I display is basically this, put in with other Usopp. I think he fits in well. Some of you might be thinking, you know, hey, because it's on the same scale with the King of Artists, maybe it's a better choice to put it with the other King of Artists figures, or figures with similar scale. Well, my personal opinion is that even though they kind of belong, I mean, they look kind of, they scale together, Usopp kind of doesn't fit in, because the rest of the guys are just standing up, looking cool, and at a side you have this Usopp in his Battle Worn outfit, taking a shot. Kind of doesn't match, but it's not completely impossible. But personally, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I just think it's kind of different, kind of similar to Ace. Ace, his 2 of his figures are also in different positions, squatting or just slightly bending downwards. Yeah, and I would think, you put this Usopp with his counterparts, he would look more cool, just like this, all the Usopps together. It's pretty badass. Right, so yeah, that's all I have, and thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications button if you have not done so. Any questions, post them below or DM me on my Instagram and I'll try to reply them as soon as possible. So thank you guys and see you again soon.